So without further ado, viewers, I'd like to introduce to you Nabajit Sharma and Dibhankar Malik.
Hello.
So welcome to Good Morning Northeast.
Hello.
And thank you so much for taking out your valuable time, taking out time from your busy schedules. First of all, I'd like to know, you guys are a part of a band?
Yeah, we are from a band called Blue Wings, as you know it.
Right.
And basically Blue Wings was formed in 2011 November. So it was at that time when we initially we were like a classic hard rock kind of band. We used to play Bon Jovi, Def Leppard kind of stuff. And then later on we realized let's do something new. Let's play, because Guwahati back then didn't had that like the Hindi rock kind of scene. It has basically the Hindi. They were Hindi bands, but Hindi rock, Hindi hard rock, there were no bands.
Because usually when we say Hindi, we usually think of Bollywood.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that was the stereotype thinking,
right. So, right now I'd just like to know, you said you formed your band in the year 2011.
Yeah, 11.
Right. So I'd like to know, what was the thought behind the name Blue Wings? And since you both are a part of the band, I think we could hear both of your renditions of the story.
Blue Wings, basically back then it was that moment when it was time for naming the band, and
right.
You have no idea what will be the name, right? So basically I used to watch a lot of Hollywood movies. So basically there was this movie, I forgot the name. So there was this blue angel coming up, and that angels are basically the hero, that guy, actor. So he used to tell the other people in the movie that Blue Wings angel is coming up. So basically that Blue Wings, and she was really pretty, that angel. So basically I was like, okay, let's stick to that name, let's see what happens.
And your band members also agreed to it?
Yeah, they agreed. So basically, let's keep Blue Wings, and it also goes out with the whole, scenario. Like we play soft numbers and then also really heavy numbers. So basically, that we need to balance a name, right? So basically, Blue Wings, it goes with the heavier and the soft numbers, So it matches,
Okay, so so that's very interesting, because I think every band usually has a particular genre and they stick to it.
Yeah.
But here you're saying that you play the soft and also the really heavy. That's interesting. How do you actually manage? Like you said, you want to strike a balance. So how do you do that?
Yeah, this is really an interesting thing that a lot of people ask. Even in yesterday's show, they were people were asking. So basically, what happens? Even if you see our YouTube pages and all, you'll see we always try. We are not genre slaves as a band. So basically we don't follow a particular genre, but yes, we have our own tastes. So basically we go out with what we love, really, what we grew up listening to. But again, we try experimenting a lot of things, because you see, this is India after all. So basically people will be there who will be loving soft numbers.
Right.
There are if there's 100 out of 100 people, there will be at least 80 people who are loving that soft kind of melodic kind of thing. So basically we just stuck to that, and again there are heavy numbers for our rock and roll fans. So basically those kind of, we're just balancing the whole thing,
Okay, and what you like, does that change? Has that changed, with different phases of your life? At one particular phase, let's say you liked the soft, and then at a particular phase you liked the rock, heavy metal.
That's a really good question, yes, there were we launched an album in 2013. So basically 2015 we broke up as a band, because we had our own personal things going on. So basically 2015 to 2017 we are unavailable. So basically those time I almost gave up on music. So there was there was some music that came up to my mind, and even my fiance, she used to make me listen to songs, those kind of soft numbers. So basically those kind of songs stuck to us, and those are okay, theek hai, so this will be in our next music segment. And those are the songs that inspired us, 30 Seconds to Mars, this band. I discovered that band during those depressive time of mine. So 30 Seconds to Mars really gave me a boost, to follow your dreams and all. So again, we are back again. And
so then depending on the kind of experiences you were going through, your taste in music was also changing, very flexible. And like you said, yes, India is a country where people have different types of tastes. And
diversity.
So, right, we're a very diverse country, and so you have to be versatile as a music band as well. I like what you said, you're not slaves of genre. I think usually we don't hear that very often, but I really liked that. So let's just, let's rewind a little bit, and let's go back to the past, and we'd like to know, I think, when did you pick up your guitar? When did you pick up your guitar? How did you develop this interest, this thirst towards music?
Okay, I started playing music when I was in class 8.
Right.
I was in school, Nichols High School. So basically, Nichols, if you know it, there are a lot of musicians coming out from, a lot of good musicians coming there in the scene now. So basically, David Goldsmith and those kind of guys. So basically, Nichols is like a musical hub, even Don Bosco. So basically, it's a musical. So basically, what happened is that I got inspired by my seniors. Okay, like people are like jamming, people are doing shows and all in school.
Right.
So I got inspired like that, and I started singing back then. I didn't play guitar till class 10. So basically, class 8, I started singing. I started singing really bad. So I had no training basically. So it was like class 8, we used to sing Sound of 69, and then Adat was out back then. So basically, yeah.
So much. Like,
So you both have known each other since school?
No. We have known since 2010, right?
9, 10, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
9,
still
10,
a very
yeah.
long
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Then 11 we formed the band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 11 we formed the band. And he started, he was more older to me in like a musical wise in the scene than me. I came in little late. I came in around 2009, right? Because he was before that. He was in 2007 kind of.
Before
thing.
I used to play like heavy metal kind of things.
Yeah, he was a metal.
That's why he used to like, tell yeah, let's play together some heavy shift.
Right.
Yeah, those are no like, and we have this song in our album 2013 that was Panchi Pukare.
Yeah.
That was really heavy song. Like we made it, he made it in his like I don't know what he did, some magic kind of thing. So that was his credit. Like
Okay, and I'm so intrigued to listen to more of your music. I
Yeah.
mean, of course, the conversation will continue, but we just got one small glimpse of the kind of songs you sing. And I'm sure a lot of your fans, people who like your kind of music, are also watching right now and they're longing for more. So if we can just quickly have one more number
yeah, okay,
from Blue Wings.
we're gonna do that song Panchi Pukara, but this is the first time people has heard this soft number ever, because normally this is a really heavy.
So you're going
song,
to do like
right?
an acoustic version
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Panchi
Because,
Pukare.
yeah.
All right, original number.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is original.
वो रास्ते जिस पे हम चल दिए, काश वो गुम ना होते, वो सहरा जिस पे हम चल दिए, काश वो गुम ना होते। पंछी पुकारे मुझे, पर मैं जाऊं कहाँ? बारिश में भीगूं सदा, पंछी पुकारे मुझे, पर मन जो है कहाँ? मिला ना ज़मीन ना आसमां, रश में हम भीगते चले, काश वो ठहर जाते, उड़ने की ख्वाहिश लिए, काश वो ठहर जाते। पंछी पुकारे मुझे, पर मैं जाऊं कहाँ? मिला ना ज़मीन ना आसमां, पंछी पुकारे मुझे, पर मंज़िल है कहाँ? मिला ना ज़मीन ना आसमां।
That was a heavy number. I mean, even the lyrics were very heavy,
Yeah.
thought-provoking. I really, really liked it. So, Panchi Pukare,
It's basically Panchi is about dreams. So basically, it's
Dreams.
it's like the dreams are calling you. So every single line on that is like the dreams are.
so does this reflect a phase of your life that you were going through?
It is.
So, who wrote the lyrics of the song?
He wrote those lyrics.
Okay, so Navjeet, if you can just tell our viewers, was it a very personal moment of your life
Not
that you were
exactly
going through?
personal, but again, this was like the band was going through some moments because back then, like to be quite honest, now we have all these kind of channels and all. Like back then, we had channels, but again, they were not band like focused. Like they were
Very
more
true.
into like that, like the Asmis, like solo singers kind of thing. So now it's coming up, the scene is coming, a lot of festivals are going on now, like music festivals. So that was a time where like we used to like think, okay, let's do something in, what should we do? Like, so those kind of feelings, mixed feelings kind of, so let's play some songs on that. So I was sitting one night, like let's say, and Punchy is like dreams, so basically flying. And Punchy is like blue wings, wings, and that Punchy, it matches somehow.
Right.
So let's play a song, let's make a song like that. So Punchy Pukare was there, and he had that because normally if you listen to the MP3 of that song, there's a very huge riff kind of thing. It's really heavy, and that he has composed in 2006 or 7 like that, and it was not used. So basically, I came in, I said let's use that thing, yeah. Like so
And then you
basically-
combined it all
yeah,
together.
yeah. So that music came up, and my lyrics came up, and like it just clicked, I know. And it has a really good downloading like rates, you know. On back then, like we had good down. The song was downloaded well, you know.
And I'm sure after today, more people are going to be coming to know about the show. So your downloading rates are going to go up even more,
Yeah.
definitely. So if we could have the privilege of listening to one of the original numbers, I think that you have written.
Okay.
We listened to one of them,
Yeah.
and I loved it so much. The lyrics were original. They came straight from the heart because it's you've written it yourself. So if we could have
There was one more song
Right.
which there's actually a love, but it was not actually meant to be a love song, but people had made it.
people made it a
Yeah,
love song. Okay.
I don't know why. This is I don't know if I can make this song justice because it's a morning time. So let's see what happens. There's Up to Dur Nahi. The song name is Up to Dur Nahi. So when I wrote it, I was like, Up to Dur Nahi is all our dreams. So basically, our maximum more of the songs are like
About your dreams and your aims in life,
desires and all this kind of thing. So and then this sounded like a love song. So basically, I
So your
don't know.
listeners made it into a
Yeah,
love
yeah,
song.
exactly.
That's interesting. That's great.
तेरी आँखों में मैंने देखा है मेरे रब को, फिर उसे रब से मैंने मांगा है बस तुझी को अब तू नहीं है मुझे यकीन है तेरी आने से मैंने जाना है प्यार क्या है तेरी सांसों में
that was, I think, definitely my favorite so far. You know, there were so many visuals that were coming to my mind as I was listening to that song. I could imagine a boy chasing his dreams. I could also imagine a
boy chasing his girl.
Yeah. And I think that's the beauty of it. It's open to interpretation. And so your listeners made it something else. You wrote it with a different intention as well. But I think that's the beauty of art. You know, it takes a different shape every time a listener listens to it.
Yeah, I always say that a song is always a good song when people take it in their own style and like interpret it in their own style, you know, like so. You see a lot of great songs. The interpretation, like it's always like matters, you know, like songs like "Stairway to Heaven" and all those kind of classic numbers. Like actually, the song was written for something else, and then people take it in their own style. So, we love that thing about music, you know, like, and even not just music, any art, you know, like
any form of art. Very true.
Whatever,
so you know, quickly, if you can just tell our viewers, because we're running short of time, and I wish we could chit chat a little longer, but right now I think our viewers would like to know, what are your plans ahead? Where can they see you perform? If this is a good platform to tell them where they can find Blue Wings.
Yeah, first of all, basically, I'd like to thank Notice Live for this amazing thing that they're doing. You know,
we're glad you came.
You guys are amazing, and like you are giving like platform to all the artists. Like so, and like we are in Facebook. So basically, Blue Wings is the name of the Facebook page. And then apart from that, our videos are in YouTube. Blue Wings Official is the name of the YouTube page, so you guys can check it out. And of course, we have an album out. Like we are working on an album. Hopefully, a new music video will be out next month.
On YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Okay, so that's something we need to watch out for. A new video by Blue Wings.
Yeah, so that's some. We are yet to name the song because it has just completed. We just completed the recording, and we are gonna name that song perfectly. And then the video is coming out. Hopefully, we'll end up the shooting by next month, and we're gonna launch it.
That's great. All the very best to Blue Wings. Nabajit, Dibakar, thank you so much for coming on the show. We had such a wonderful time. I enjoyed your kind of music, never heard before, and it's got a lot of depth, and I'm sure our listeners enjoyed as well. So all the best for whatever you've got lined up for you in the days to come.
Thank you so much.
All right, viewers, with that, we've come to the end of this episode of Good Morning Northeast.